Morning, Jules here from Joolsedesigns at JT Creations. So we're back with the Winter Days journal. So this is our double belly band that we finished on. So we've got behind there and behind there. We did the circle fancy bit, and we put some nice trim on it. So that's that. So now what I want to do is I want to put a diagonal pocket. And what I was thinking, because I printed this page off twice, I thought I would do it on here. But I don't want a straight diagonal pocket. What I'm wanting is I'm wanting a wavy kind of diagonal pocket. Now I do have some wavy rulers, but I think they're too uniform for me. Let me have a look and see this one. That's maybe a little bit better. Okay. No, definitely this one. And probably that's about the right length for it. Now I've had these for years. I think I bought them from a shopping channel on TV. It would be QVC. I'm not quite sure. But also what I want to do is I want to put some book page behind. And so I'm just going to, doesn't matter if it's not the same. And we won't throw them away because they will come in handy. And now we've got that, I can put that away. So what I want to do is I want to stick this on here, and I'm just going to use Pret. And I think that's about the right level I want. If not, I'll cut it down further. And what I'll do is I'll trim this. Oops. Now, do I want to take a bit more of this off? Do you know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to get it to where kind of want it, and this is just a silver pencil, so it doesn't make too much. Now I can just see it. That's better. That's better. Now what I was swithering was whether to put a pocket don't want it with that. I could use that because it doesn't matter if that's upside down. It really doesn't matter at all. think I will yet. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink that pocket first. And I'm just using whatever's on there. It's probably a mixture of all walnut stain tea dye and vintage photo. Could have a bit of the other inks that I use as well, seal brown and I know I said I'm putting some gold gilding wax around, but I am. I'm just want to see what that looks like. Quite like it with the book page, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this I know the writing's upside down, but it doesn't really matter. And I think I'll have a bit of tea dye on that. And I've took my mat off my desk, my silicone mat, thinking I'll not need it. Okay. Yeah, I think that's nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick this and a little bit along here. And then I'll cut this. Okay, so we've got a pocket there and a pocket there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go away and stitch it before I put it into the journal. So I will see you in a bit. And that's me back. And there I've stitched it round. And as I've said in the past, you know, when you're stitching and you get those little holes, just go over them. It's like paper pricking. And just, if you like the loose threads showing, you, but I just stitch it backwards and forwards. And there we are. And I quite like that. I really do like that. So I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. more because there's threads, and the art glitter glue will work, but there's threads on both on the page and on the pocket, so and then we'll just and that's perfect for our ephemera. So I think what we need to do is we need to make tags or journal cards. We do have journal cards that we can cut out. We have these, and I think the Stay Cozy, I think these two, Stay Cozy and It's a Winterful Life, are the ones that we'll use for the bottom. So I'm just going to trim them in half. Okay, so we've got them, they're both 4 inches high, but what I want to do is I want to back them with something. Like that one's backed with that paper. I want to pick something for this, and I'm just wondering if yeah. No, I like the blue one the best. That one's quite nice. Don't want too much of it. Yeah, so I'll just cut it. I'm just going to trim it to there. And all I do is I just fold it in half and I just take a slither off that fold. It saves all the measuring. And that's all it is. It's just a slither. I'm just wondering if it would look good with big page as well. Just looking at what I've got in the or should we just do it with the book page? I can put 2 book pages together. That's quite easy to do, so we'll just go it. All right. Right, that's our spare bits there. Can we get them both on? No. So I think we might have text around it then. I'm using the art glitter glue. I think I left my art glitter glue overnight without the pinning, so it's going to play. That's it. Whatever it was is unplugged. I wonder if that one, no, so that's right. We'll go with the vintage photo oxide. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink round this one before I put this one on the book page. I might put this one on the green actually. I'm going to have a look. Yeah, I'm going to put this on the green. One thing when you're using striped paper in the background, you've got a guide. Okay, we'll put the lid on that. just looking at what I've got. These are the ones that I do 2 to a page. It's quite nice. And I think I might put that one on book page as well. So and this is the Victor Hugo and I'm leaving there is a white border around it, and I am leaving that. One sheet. And I still haven't done the gilt round there. So one of the things I do want is I want some of these tabs, because with the kit comes these tabs. And you get 4. And obviously if you want more, you can print more out. You just and these tabs come with, they have like a thin white line down so that you know where to crease. Yeah. And then I usually cut these in, so I cut the corners off slightly and cut the corner off there. Sometimes I like them quite squared. And I'm going to stick that on there, I think. Just pull that to the end. And I think we'll do one on the top for this one. I mean, you can, if you want, cut them out like this. I find it easier if you find the fold it in half and then cut it out together. just going to get a couple of little stamps, I think. And we'll do the Cairo one. And I'm just doing it in, it's VersaFine Onyx Black, I'm doing it. I'm just moving that out the way so that I don't, if I stamp off it, I don't get it anywhere. And we'll see if we can get a secondary on the back. Yep. So I think we'll do one on this one as well. And you can cover the back with coffee paper, coffee dyed paper. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put some gilding wax on the edge of there. I should have done it before I put the pocket on, but sometimes we forget these things, and when we forget these things, there is ways and means of doing it. So I've just got a little bit of polythene there, and I'm just putting that polythene under there. I'm just, give me 2 seconds. Right, so I've got several types of gilding wax. I've got Cadence, don't want the copper, that's yellow, although it is quite a bright, that's gold. I think that's the colour that we'll go for. I've got 2 golds. I think it's that one I'm going to go for. I've also got some coloured ones. Just 2 seconds. Hi, that's me back. So it was my mum that was on the phone. So while she was on the phone, I set about gilding the pockets, which I wanted to do while you were watching. So all I do is I use my fingers and I just go around the edges. And yeah, I've got a bit on there now. I'm not that bothered about it. And I gilded that one a bit. So we're going to put some gilding wax around this. And you just either rub it on or tap it on. You can put it on, you can use a brush. I prefer to use my finger. I've also put grommets in and then just use a baby wipe just to wipe it up. And I've got a couple of these like little branches, and they're in white, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of gilding on them, so I'm just moving that there. And I'm just dabbing it on. Okay. And I'm just rubbing that in. And I'm just going to put those there. So I'm just in the process of working out what I'm taking out to Cyprus with me stamp wise and ink wise. I have a little tiny die cutter there, so I usually take my tab dies with me. I think I'll take a couple of these because obviously I've got like the spring journal and I can cut these out and colour them. And this is just some of the tickets that I've got, and I'm just gilding around the edges. And I've got some other no. And do we want any? I think I might put a tiny little bit there. Quite like that. And it just gives it that little bit of glitz with the gold. And I think we'll leave that And this is just something, it's a 2-meter roll I picked up here in Scotland. I go to the warehouses in Glasgow, and it's not very often I go, usually if my mum comes up, because my mum likes wandering about warehouses, and I just usually look at the craft stuff. In fact, the last time I was there, I got some tulle that might do one of these. So give me 2 seconds and I will have a look. That's another one that drops. Would make a nice pocket, but I think we'll just leave that. While I'm doing this, if I come across anything that might make that a little bit different, then I might use it. Anyway, so we'll leave that at that. So we've got our gilded pockets, slanted pockets, and I quite like them. I do like them. And I think the next thing we do is the trifold we'll do this, and it's the trifold pocket, and I think we'll stick that in there. And what I will do is I'll cover that with coffee dyed paper, because obviously we'll be wanting to do some journaling, and these need covered with coffee dyed paper so that you've got space for journaling. I think we want some little journaling spots. That's fine for journaling on. Could journal on most of it actually. So yes, I'm quite pleased with that. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.